I guess I'll use the word efficient. You know, talking with Brett and the planning ahead of time and understanding, making sure he understood what we're looking for, and just the process from beginning to end was very smooth. And once Brett really knew what we were about and what we were looking for, it went very quick.
Brutally honest, we look at cost per bushel to build. We've got to pay for it through depreciation. Today's Macon building and the ability it brings to the table with cheaper per bushel, and also the ability to have an under roof, concrete floor, and automation to get it back out.
Well, of course, with anything in this industry, in the grain industry, you've got your price per bushel. So I think with a flat storage system, you've got to start there when you're comparing it to other systems. As far as, you know, just the Macon in specific, it's probably beginning to end the process, and the finished product really speaks for itself too. Once you walk into one and understand the quality that's behind it, it becomes pretty easy to make that decision.
The cost is, the price is right, the investment's right. We're able to utilize our automation with this, where when you start talking ground piles or bunkers, there isn't much automation, it's labor. That's your automation. And today's world, labor is hard to find, and so we're trying to lean more and more into automation. So this particular project, we've got sweeps inside the Macon, so we can unload about 90% of that building without ever having a person involved inside the building. So from a safety standpoint and the cost of labor standpoint and the ability to use the automation, that was key for us.
The way Macon started this project and finished this project ahead of schedule, and with a very timely schedule, we were able to get in there and utilize this facility better and faster and more timely than we have any other projects.
Look at what happened and how the projects have gone along. I really don't know how much better it could have gone. Again, communication before we started, communication during the project, walkthroughs when we're finished. I mean, there's a lot there to like, and it probably sets a really good example for how projects should go.
This facility will benefit CVA both long-term and short-term just by its available space to use. Instead of using grain, putting grain in bunkers on the ground, we're able to put it inside a building, put it under concrete, and able to keep the grain longer, store it longer, and be able to reclaim it much faster and go right onto rail with it with less handle.
This one we're standing in specifically really simplifies what we had here. We were looking at a lot of ground storage, bunker storage, temporary storage to get through harvest, and our farmers are really going to appreciate the speed with which what we added here, and the convenience and overall community appearance. We've really cleaned things up here, going from ground storage to you know, more permanent storage.